Videos about stuff with Tom Hardy.
What's up, guys? I'm doing a dye today. A mustache for some reason. Seemed like a good idea, like 2 o'clock last night. And I thought I'd give you guys a tip. As you can see, I have the mustache cut out of black vinyl. And then what I do is I go around, this brown stuff is electrical tape, so I just mask off around with electrical tape, because I'm going to dip in like this to get this brown. And the hot glue is to cover the seams of the electrical tape. It takes a lot of masking, like my California stick, which is you guys remember this one. Another tip, if you're going to use white cross lace with dyed leathers, don't form the pocket. Stretch the leathers, and like what I do is I wet them and then put a pocket stretcher in there as I'm stringing, or a ball with a knife. But the red leathers sort of bleed onto the cross lace, so I mean it's still good, but that's a tip. What was I talking about before? So mask off with the electrical tape and then use hot glue to cover all the seams, and it won't bleed through as much. It still is probably going to bleed through just because it tends to always do that. Okay, I'm going to go dye it. Alright, so I had intended to make this like a darker brown, and then like where a person's face goes, like from here in, do this a light brown or tan. But I forgot to do the first color. Like I should have dipped the scoop where I wanted the face to be, mask that off and dip that in. But since this is going dark brown, take all this off and then mask where I want, mask everything but where the face or the jaw or whatever it's going to be, and then dip it in a lighter color, and it won't affect this darker color. If you're covering colors, you know, putting one on top of the other, then you can't go from dark to light. But if you're masking, anything goes. So, cocoa brown. Let's get started. So when I'm doing like little pieces of electrical tape or vinyl, I like to stir in the dye and then let it sit for a minute so it stops, turn off the heat, and then let it sit so it stops spinning and bubbling, because, oh, it's all foggy, whoa. That's cool. That's romantic looking. What was I saying? Alright, here we go. It's at this point I really start hoping that I masked it well. Alright, so that's what we got so far. It's getting there. So, you'll see these are a lighter brown than that. And the reason I took the bottom ones off first is I'm thinking on a mustache maybe the light's hitting here, so this top stuff will be lightest. And now I'm going to take the rest of it off and dip it again. These bottom ones will get even darker, and then these will be lighter, in theory. Alright, so now I've taken the rest of the little detail off, and I'm going to dip it again in brown. Just long enough to give it a tiny little bit of color. Alright, so it's done. There's the back. There's the front. I think if I do like, maybe I'll dye some mesh, like make a wax mesh and put a little pointy beard or something right here, like lip. No, I guess that would be in the way for shooters. So I probably won't do anything. This will probably be it. Maybe just white mesh. Or I could dye the whole thing, the whole mesh this color, this tan. Anyway, that pretty stupid. Mission accomplished. Slashing, number 13.
Me?
Yeah, you. Maybe it wasn't you. No flag.
Thank you for watching.